Between 1940 and 1950, a group of Christian individuals started to meet at the local YMCA on Howe Street in New Haven, Connecticut, in the early 1950s under the teaching of Brother Benham, who was from the Bridgeport Church of Christ. From 1950 to 1970, some members relocated to Hampton to start the congregation on Whitney Avenue. Brother Jamie Allen and Brother Archie Butler labored many years with the congregation that met at the YMCA. There were approximately 20 to 25 members meeting from house to house for Bible study. It was at the YMCA that James Allen's spiritual strength was tested. There were many worship services that Brother Allen led the songs, read scriptures, prayed, preached, collected the offering, officiated the Lord's Supper, etc. It was God's help, a steadfast faith, an encouraging wife, and family that gave him the strength to hold on to God's unchanging hand. If it were not for God and unselfish Christian servants like James Allen, the New Haven congregation would not be where it is today. Brother Allen assisted ministers like Brother Benham, Brother Kelly, Brother Alford, and Brother Bowling with the spiritual work for more than 25 years. From 1970 to 1980, Brother Abner and Otelia Alford came from the Central Avenue Church of Christ in Newark, New Jersey, to preach for the congregation. The church worshipped on Daggett Street for a while before a fire erupted, and then the congregation started using the YMCA again. The church negotiated with the New Haven Redevelopment Agency for the acquisition of land and building on Gem Street. The church purchased the land and building from the New Haven Redevelopment Agency in 1976. Brother Clarence Phillips, being a licensed architect, was asked to do a church design for the old Icorn Electric Garage at 1618 Gem Street. The church members supplied a tremendous amount of sweat equity of labor to help in completing the renovations in 1977. The church received donations, pews, and songbooks from the Church of Christ in New London, Connecticut. There were some great preachers like Brother John Henry Clay of Pasadena, California, who conducted gospel meetings and tent meetings on Dixwell Avenue. Brother Alfred preached until 1979 when he relocated to Miami, Florida. Brother William and Dosha Bowling of Mount Vernon, New York, came to New Haven in May 1980. He was installed as the part-time minister by Brother Curtis Arms of Bloomfield, Connecticut. He left the employment of the Xerox Company in July 1982 and became the full-time minister on faith. Within a few months, there were about 33 baptisms. This trend continued for many years thereafter. He maintained an effective radio program, established an effective prison ministry program with several baptisms with the portable pool. He trained young preachers, John Stewart, Luther Cooper, and Dexter McCrory. The congregation was the host for the National Youth Conference in 1986 with the assistance of Brother Oriam L. Trone of Detroit, Michigan. The church purchased new carpeting and new pews, and many souls were added. He also developed a diversified Sunday school program. The New Haven Church of Christ hosted the 1986 and 1987 Northeastern Ladies Retreat at Yale University and Southern Connecticut State University, respectively. From 1990 to 2000, there was a major renovation and expansion of the church's facilities by the Eli Whitney Vocational Training High School. The students provided the labor, and church supplied the materials. It included new toilets, commercial kitchen, office, library, minister's office, large fellowship room, classrooms, and multi-purpose rooms. The church was also able to acquire land, the southeastern boundary and building of the church property. West Reed Street. The church developed a strong youth group, maintained a viable TV and radio program, created and maintained a very successful food and clothing outreach program. Brother Bowling decided to resign in September 2000 after many years of faithful service. 2000 to 2011, The church was assisted by many visiting ministers during the interim period between ministers. Brother Herschel Walker gave tremendous support and encouragement. Brother Charlie McClendon taught the scriptures on church organization and leadership. The church chose 7 men for minister selection committee and a quorum of 5 men to handle the affairs of the church. We thank Brother William Johnson for his guidance and recommendation. In April 2001, Brother High and Sister Marcia Jackson from the Baytown Church of Christ in Texas became the full-time minister. Brother High Jackson faithfully served the congregation and hosted the large gospel concert on the Green, in which we brought in groups from all over the country. Brother Jackson also started the Sunset Satellite Bible School, where many congregations were able to benefit. He installed 3 elders and 3 deacons during his tenure. The elders selected to serve the congregation were Brother Walter Brunson, Darrell Diggs, and John Austin Sr. The deacons selected to serve were Brother Lewis Gibson, Richard Huckabee Sr., and James Jackson. These men helped move the church along. In 2010, Brother Jackson retired and relocated back to Texas. 2010 to 2012, the elders, along with brothers John Stewart, Brandon White, and Dexter McCrory, and the leading brothers, shepherded the congregation while they continued their search for a minister. (2012 to 2014), Brother Michael and Sister Lovely Thornton was selected as the new minister for Gem Street. Under Brother Thornton's leadership, the church hosted a Ladies' Day and Gospel meeting. Sister Thornton introduced the Sensible Ladies program to the sisters. The Thornton family served the congregation for 2 years. 2014 to 2016, Brothers John Stewart, Brandon White, Dexter McCrory, and the leading brothers shepherded the congregation while they continued their search for a minister. Brother Marcus Watkins and Melvin Jones and Ellis Stanley Sr. were instrumental in teaching the congregation on how to search for a minister and also helped the congregation to become spiritually prepared. Receive a new minister.
He's the one that you want to have this relationship with this morning and get to know him, that you might be able to trust him and allow him to live in your life.
2016 to present, Brother Norman and Sister Myra Newton and family accepted the work and the fellowship at the New Haven Church of Christ. Brother Newton has worked tirelessly to help strengthen the congregation while implementing new programs and initiatives. Brother Newton has baptized 28 souls since October 2016. Currently, we have a greeters ministry, a transportation ministry, an education ministry, a buildings and grounds ministry, a youth ministry, a seniors ministry, a women's ministry, a men's ministry, a singles ministry, a marriage ministry, and a care ministry. Brother Newton has also implemented the SWAT team, which is a soul-winning action team designed to give one-on-one Bible studies.
Now, if anything, there's something to brag about and boast about is how good God is. He said, I'm going to bless him in the good times and even in those difficult times. I'm going to bless. Look, and his praise shall what? Continually be in my mouth. When there's a positive in the bank account, I'm going to bless the Lord. When there's a negative in the bank account, I'm going to still bless the Lord. Amen, somebody. When I get a kiss from my wife in the morning, I'm going to bless him. And even when she act like she don't know me, not me. Well, even when she act like she don't know, y'all, that's it, come on, right. Even when your spouse act like y'all ain't married for a time, you still going to, God's still good. Amen. Those kids you raised up from babies and now they're taller than you and they act like they don't know sometimes. You still ought to bless the Lord. Amen, somebody. Yeah. He's worthy to be praised.
We thank those who came before us and paved the way so that we can be where we are today. We thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. May God bless you. for glorifying his name in New Haven, Connecticut.